On his first day working at the pig farm, Tony was shocked to discover that the pigs drank only 1982 Lafitte. Every day, he almost thought he had walked into a scam operation, but the beautiful farm director reassured him not to worry, then pulled out a red plastic bucket from behind, saying, since Tony was new and it might be inconvenient to get around, she had a few vehicles for him to use. But when Tony opened the bucket, he was completely stunned. Inside were keys to luxury cars. Still thinking about the broken down pig pens, Tony assumed this was just a trick to lure young workers to stay, so he told the farm director seriously, since he came to work, he would give it his all. No matter how tough it got, he wouldn't back down. The director was just about to explain when Tony's phone rang, watching him walk away to take the call. She mistakenly thought Tony found the cars too low end, so she went outside the pig farm planning to pick out a proper car for him. After checking the selection, she agreed the cars weren't high-end enough, so she immediately instructed her assistant to head to the Lamborghini dealership she had just acquired and choose a top-tier model as a gift for Tony. The assistant was about to leave when the old man nearby stopped him, reminding him to prepare some festival gifts, since it was almost Dragon Boat Festival, and send them to Tony's home. Meanwhile, the call Tony received was from his adopted younger brother, inviting him home for the holiday. But Tony had ended up working at the pig farm, all because of that same adopted brother and his parents. Just 3 days earlier, Tony had finally received an offer from a major corporation, but it was secretly altered by his brother, a decision that he would deeply regret in the future. When Tony found out, his brother showed no remorse, even claiming the job belonged to him, and said Tony was only fit to raise pigs. Then turned to leave. Tony grabbed him in anger, only to be seen by their parents, who immediately slapped Tony without listening to reason, mocking him for being inferior in every way, and even cruelly kicked him out of the house. Tony left heartbroken. He looked at the cold and uncaring family and walked away, determined starting his job at the pig farm. What the scheming brother never expected was that his betrayal led Tony straight to a luxury pig farm. When Tony declined to come home for the holiday, his brother suddenly faked remorse, claiming their parents missed him, and promised that if Tony came back, he'd admit to swapping the offer letter. Tony believed him without suspicion, but it was all a setup meant to humiliate him. His brother returned home first and was surrounded by relatives who all praised him for getting into a big corporation, saying he already had the air of a boss. He proudly pulled out the company's Dragon Boat gifts, bragging that every item was worth $50,000 to $60,000. His parents beamed with pride and quickly invited him to eat. Just then, Tony arrived but was met with disgust. His parents claimed one son was enough, leaving. Tony, stunned, his brother even handed him a small gift bag, deliberately trying to humiliate him. Tony immediately realized his brother's true intentions. Once exposed, his brother dropped the act and started provoking him. Tony grabbed him by the collar in rage, but his parents still sided with the younger son. Even after learning he had switched the offer letters, they told Tony to back down and said they would sever ties, because in their eyes, Tony was now just a